Hi, it's Talsvids. This is my review on the Oral-B Pro 2 2000N electric toothbrush. So we'll have a quick look around the box. A few pictures there just demonstrating some of the features. We've got the mention of pressure control, which I'll get into a little bit further on in the review. 30-day risk-free trial. So if you're not happy, you can get in touch with Oral-B and you'll get your money back or your place of purchase within 30 days if you're not satisfied. It removes up to 100% more plaque and protects gums. That's compared to a normal manual toothbrush. There's a photo on the back of the toothbrush. And it just says there, round head surrounds each tooth. Now I really do like the round head system that Oral-B use. I do find it's a better design than the Philips Sonicare that I used to have for a while, which I used to find, visually looking at my teeth, I didn't find it was a good toothbrush. The results weren't that good. I also found as well with the Philips Sonicare that it cleaned more through a high-speed vibration system rather than an oscillating, rotating system that Oral-B use, and I do think Oral-B's is a better cleaning method. So we've got there the timer, which you basically spend 30 seconds on each part of your teeth. So on the front upper surface, on the back upper surface, and the same on the bottom as well. So that adds up to 2 minutes, but it doesn't take into account the two biting surfaces that you've got on your teeth, which will obviously take longer than 2 minutes. That ekes into the battery life that this toothbrush uses, and I'll get onto that a little bit further on in this review because I have got a bit to say on this. And it's got a lithium-ion battery and supposedly gives you more than 2 weeks of brushing with one charge. And you've also got the pressure control, which alerts you if you're putting too much pressure on as you're cleaning, and too much pressure can damage your gums, cause them to bleed, which can lead to other problems. That's about it for the box. What you get in the box is, as you would expect, the toothbrush and a little charging stand lead, which has got roughly, I would say, a 1 meter lead. If you look at the end, you've got the 2-pin plug on it. So if you're in the UK, you'd have to buy one of the 2-pin to 3-pin plugs, which you can pick up quite cheaply. And then on the other end, you've got the little prong, and you simply just dock the toothbrush onto there. As you can see, that would charge up if it was plugged in. So this particular toothbrush, it came with the cross action, I think Oral-B call them. As you can see, you've got the different parts of the toothbrush head that are all facing in slightly a different direction, and I think this aids into helping the toothbrush clean your teeth better. They aren't just all facing the same way, the bristles, and that just simply pulls off. So as you can see on the end of the toothbrush head, you've got a little coloured ring here. Now, say you're wanting to use just the one toothbrush handle between multiple people in your household, you can simply just have your own brush head, have your own coloured ring on it, so you can see at a glance whose is whose toothbrush, and then obviously you just take the other one off, put the other one on and use it. So you've got the on-off button there, and that little red light there is the pressure warning light, which comes on when you're pressing too hard. You've got a nice rubbery grip, so if your hands are wet as you're cleaning your teeth, all this blue part here has got like a nice rubbery feel, and you've also got a little bit of ridge grip on there. So you've got two cleaning methods on the toothbrush. You've got what you call a daily care, which is probably what most people will use, and you've also got a second one called gum care, and this allows you to brush your gums to keep your gums healthy. So it's a nice touch, and it's a little bit noisy in operation, but it is an electric toothbrush after all. But I don't find it's too noisy. So if you press it once, that's the daily clean, and as you can see there, the toothbrush is sort of oscillating in sort of an anti-clockwise and clockwise direction very, very fast. And I'll insert a little bit of slow motion video shortly into the video, and you'll be able to see it in perhaps more detail. And if you press it a second time after you've switched it on, that'll go on to gum care, so you'll be able to hear the little tone change. You might be able to see it in a little bit more detail there. And then you just a long press on the button and it'll switch off. If you're using the toothbrush and you're pressing a little bit too hard, you can see the little red light comes on, and you can hear the tone of the toothbrush changes as well to reduce damage to your gums. Now I paid $34.99 for this in Boots, and it was also at the time that I got it $34.99 in Superdrug as well. And I got a pack of 8 replacement toothbrush heads, and these were at $19.99 as well in Boots. So they're quite cheap for electric toothbrush heads. So just to point out a few of the little indicators on the front, we've got that one there, which is shaped like a battery. Now that lights up red when the battery's low, and in use I find that once that red light comes on, you'll be lucky to get one more use of the toothbrush. So I think Oral-B could have give you a little bit more warning than they have. And also when it's on charge, that will flash green while it's charging, and when it's fully charged it'll stop on green, and after a short time the green light will disappear. And that light there basically tells you when it's plugged into the electric and it's charging. So on to the last part of the review, and what I'll do here is just sum up what I think of the toothbrush. Now I've been using it for a few weeks now, and I find it's a fantastic toothbrush. Both visually looking at my teeth and running my tongue around my teeth when I've cleaned them with this toothbrush, I find it definitely cleans better than the Philips Sonicare toothbrush that I had previously. And I think the reason that is because the Oral-B toothbrush, it cleans by way of, well, it twists anti-clockwise, twists clockwise, and it does that at very high speed. So you're sort of getting like a scrubbing motion on the tooth, and I find that is probably why the Oral-B is better at cleaning the teeth than the Philips Sonicare, which used to just basically clean more through like a vibration type system rather than the method that Oral-B have used. Now the only negative that I have got on this toothbrush is the quoted battery life, which Oral-B say it's more than 14 days. I find that's very overly exaggerated. Using the toothbrush for exactly 2 minutes on the various surfaces of the teeth, and then probably using it for another minute on the biting surfaces for your lower and upper teeth, which basically the 2 minute timer doesn't take into account of that. You know, with the 2 minute timer, you've got the fronts of your lower teeth, the inside of your lower teeth, and the same as well with your upper teeth. Then when you've done that, that's 2 minutes. So you've then got to use the toothbrush again to do the biting surfaces on the lower row of teeth and on the upper row of teeth as well. So that all adds up to more than 2 minutes, and I think that's why the battery life is less than what Oral-B put on the box. Now in use, I find that after 7 days, sometimes 6 days, I get the low battery warning light coming on, and basically as soon as you get that coming on, you've got to put it on charge because you'll be lucky to get one more use of the toothbrush out. But that's the only negative thing that I can say about this toothbrush, and that negative part aside, I can highly recommend it. It's well worth the money I paid. So I think I'll bring this video to a close now, and if you have found it useful, please give it a thumbs up, because that really helps me. And also, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you'll receive emails when I upload any new videos. Well, thanks for watching. Goodbye.